Awake early at 5:30 a.m, time for a cabin shower and ablutions, followed by a self-service continental breakfast with a view of the dark shores of Corsica in the distance. On-time arrival at Ajaccio with the usual queue on the stairs to get back to our vehicles. Fortunately, someone discovered the Blue Deck 3 sign which enabled quick access to Adiona, and within a few minutes we were driving off the Mega Regina ferry. The journey through and out of Ajaccio was tricky at times, with sat-nav sending me through many back streets, then uphill and onto the D821 towards Piana. Right, just on my way out of Ajaccio. Amazing scenery, really amazing. Very much orange coloured rock, and now big views of the sea as I climb towards the mountains. Heading north towards the campsite, but I'm going to pop in a hike because I can't get in the campsite until later in the day. So yeah, it's an interesting piece of work getting up here and also being overtaken by a truck. So it shows you how well I'm going on these roads. So here we go, round another bend and another switch back, and we're away again. Well, I can tell you, if this is just the start of the adventure on course, then it's going to be an amazing one. Absolutely amazing. The scenery is just out of this world. Yes, we travel further into the countryside, and it doesn't fail to impress. Just been through Carges, a small town, and that was just interesting in itself because it was the streets were so narrow that it was tricky to actually just navigate yourself through and out the other side, but we made it, so it's still good to go. At Piana, I turned left onto the D824 towards the beach at Aron before stopping at the car park for Capu Rossu, a spectacular headland jutting out into the turquoise Mediterranean and the most westerly point of the island of Corsica. So with the 7 o'clock arrival, it means that I've got time for a short hike before heading to the campsite. So going to Capu Rossu. We'll see how we get on. See you later. Right from the start, the red granite hump of Capu Rossu, with its Genoese tower dating from 1608, could easily be seen. I then decided to take the left fork along the coast with spectacular views of the Mediterranean before rejoining the path back to the car park. I had a look at the trail leading up to the watchtower, but from the ground there looked to be a very tricky, tight climb in the cleft of the rock. So I decided to be sensible and retrace my steps before heading back to the car park for an enjoyable and well-deserved full-fat Corsican cola. Go with it. Now on the way to the campsite. But there seems to be goats in the road. Yeah, goats in the road. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, as long as the goats stay out of my way. There's a little baby goat there, a kid. Right, yeah, on the way to the campsite. So hopefully get there in about an hour and a half or so. If the goats get out of the way. Any more goats? No, that's it for goats. So onwards. A bit of interesting driving through here. Very rocky and narrow is the road. Fortunately there isn't a great deal of traffic. An amazing scenery really, cutting through this probably sandstone rock just been through some more very tight, rocky stuff. It just seems to be, well, it's not never ending, but it's all on the, because this is a coast road, they've obviously cut the road right out of the side of the hills and the mountains, so it tends to be a little bit windy and pretty narrow in places as well. It's been a tight squeeze through quite a few spots. This isn't too bad, it's a good 2-lane section, but the section I've been through previously was pretty much single lane, and here we go again, more of the same. It means it's just on the bends, it's quite tight, because I'm on the other side of the road. The car, it becomes a little bit difficult to see around the curves all the time, but fortunately there are no goats, although just back there were a couple of small calves on the side of the road eating some of the grass, not much of the grass, but they were there. Now there was a sign back there saying watch out for sheep, so in addition to a goat curry I could have had a beef curry and a lamb curry at this rate. That would have all been really tasty. I could have enjoyed that. Yeah, so this is Partenello, and as you can see, the houses on the side of the rock face. Just I can't really see because they're above the trees now. Well, just on the final way to the campsite. This looks a little bit off the beaten track, to say the least. If we can get past this truck, we shall see where we are. I finally arrived at the campsite just after 2 o'clock, but reception was closed until 5. So I drove in, up a significant rise, and found a pitch after chatting to a Swiss guy from Bern who suggested this one as a good pitch, which had just been vacated this morning, but it was very tricky to get into. Right, well, I've got myself installed in the campsite and thought I'd just take a walk down the road to see what was down here. Looks like a bit of the sea. Some great views. Oh, and this must be the beach. I think there is some hiking from this beach as well. So this would be quite nice to come and sit down for a few minutes, maybe in the early evening. I've got my swimming stuff, so I should be able to have a swim. And pretty impressive views as well. Well, I look forward to enjoying this for a couple of days. Relevant links and supporting information can be found in the description. Please click the subscribe button to receive notifications of when the next upload takes place. Thank you.